Hey, Facebook, pop on in. I got a couple of things I want to share with you today. Yay. Come on in. Come on in and check out my new hair and this royal blue. Hey, let me know you're here. Hey, come on in, guys. Come on in. So we just wrapped up an amazing symposium, the 5th annual Riot Starter Symposium, which was held on Friday, was the best ever. It was the best ever, guys. It was amazing. So if you missed it, you missed a treat. And so we've already started working on how to make the 5th year how to do even better than that. So I'm really excited about that. So if you were there, hey Baron, hey Tamika, thanks for joining. If you were there, I want to just thank you for being in the room. So I want to talk about a couple of things. I want to talk about, I think the title of this video says the symposium's over, Trump won, Trump's president, Falcons lost, but we must continue with our momentum. And so the message I want to send to you today is one of the major lessons I learned from such a successful symposium, and that word is team. Who's on your team? I wrote some notes somewhere. I don't know where I put them, but I wrote some notes, but the main thing is team. Who's on your team? So the thing that made this symposium absolutely fantastic was the support of my volunteer team, my enrollment team. The faculty was the best ever. The event vendors who came to support me, the event service providers that came, they were amazing. And so all of those pieces coming together, if you are thinking about providing an event, a small event or a large event, you've got to have an amazing team. So my question is, who is on your team? Who's on your team? And do you have people on your team that are not truly supporting you? And I know I've been there, and that has contributed to events and different things and services not going as well as they needed to go because I didn't have a strong team. So here are a couple of things to realize or to think about if you have a strong team. One, what is their purpose for being there? Why are they there? Hey, Mike Fair, thank you for joining. And somebody put this in the chat. Why do you want to be a part of my team? Why do you want to be a part of this message that I'm sending? What is your contribution? What do you want to get out of it? And I trust you that I promise you that when people join your team, they're going to get something out of it. Part of being a part of your tribe and you pouring into them is a gift within itself. But then it's also going to help them grow. But then, what do they want to get out of it? So when I think about all of the people that were on my team to make this event amazing, not only were they serving me, but I was able to pour into them and help them make certain connections as well. So why do they want to be on your team? Hey, Betty Mary. Hey, Monica. Hey, Amy. Thanks for joining. Why do they want to be on your team? What do they want to get out of it? And this, guys, is a true question that you need to ask is, can you serve in this capacity unconditionally? Can you serve in this capacity unconditionally? And what I mean by that is, can you come and be a part of this team and give something for someone else? John Maxwell says you've got to give up to grow up. And so a lot of times people want to be a part of your team because they want to pull from what you've done. And guys, I've had that happen to me in the past. I've brought people in that I really respected and I really thought that we could do some amazing things together, only to find out they really were not on my team. And so as you're building, as you're growing, as you're stretching, I want you to really do an assessment of who's on your team, okay? And then the next thing I want you to do is start building a dream team. And the only way that you can truly build a dream team is by observing other teams. You know, I had an opportunity to sit under Lisa Nichols, and one of the things that I admired about her was her team, the people that were the closest to her. And so I sat back and I observed the team. I observed those things that her team members provided that I needed. So I know some of you feel like, oh, I want to just ask all these questions. No, I'm asking you to open your eyes and watch what's around you. I'm asking you to open your eyes and move some of the people that you think are in your team, move them out of the way. You got to move them out of the way. Somebody type, move them out of the way. You got to move them out of the way. And it's hard to move them out of the way because you've not seen how they can affect your team yet by having them on your team. But if they're on your team and if they're not motivating you, encouraging you, connecting you, empowering you, then they don't need to be on your team. Yes, guys, you can have people on your team that do the same thing that you do. But if I come and I'm serving you and I'm working in that role of serving you, Carmen, or serving you, Jenna, or serving you, Michelle, then that's my role for that day, to serve you. You know, one of my speakers said, oh, I love your tribe, but I'm not here to serve your tribe. I'm here to pour into you so that you can serve your tribe better. Your tribe needs to connect with you. I'm not here to serve your tribe. And I thought, wow, because they're going to connect with you because you're amazing. But he said, that's not my role. That's integrity, guys. That's integrity, to be able to bring someone who is amazing into your community, into your tribe, someone who is there to serve you. And they say, no, I'm going to direct everybody back to you because that's not, one, your tribe is not, they're not my clients. And two, I'm here to serve you. Let me tell you, that was so freaking powerful for me because I've only thought about when I planned events in the past, how can I make this event amazing? And so if Jane or Joe or Dick or Sue, if they have amazing content, that's all I thought about, was bringing that person into my tribe to share their information with my tribe because their content was great. But what I want you to know is their integrity was not always great. What I want you to know is that their intentions were not always great. And so if you were in that room, you felt the energy, you experienced the experience because of the team that said, we are here to support you. So I want you to imagine this. I want you to imagine if you're holding somebody up, That's how it felt to have my team. They were holding me up when I was in the room and when I wasn't in the room. And it allowed me to serve at the level I needed to serve at. So I didn't have to worry about what's going to happen. I didn't have to worry about, being here and being there. I could just serve from the role that I needed to serve in. Hey, Robert, thanks for joining. And so if you weren't there, you missed a fabulous treat. The lesson that I want you to take away is who is on your team. Who is on your team? Build a team. Rob Brown talked about building a community of greatness. Watch other communities, guys. When you go to these conferences, don't be so damn starstruck. Hello? Don't be so starstruck. Watch how if you want to be where they are, watch what they do. Watch what they do, and then look at how can I not copy them, but look at what can I take from what they do to create what I need to create. What kind of team do I have? What type of team do I need to create? And so how do I create a team? I create a team by being involved in groups that are different from groups that I may typically participate in. It may mean investing. It may mean developing closer relationships with people. It may mean opening your mouth to say, hey, why are you here? What are your goals and dreams? This is what I'm doing. Stop being such a taker. Because sometimes when we're in that business mode and we're walking around like this, clenched, our fists are clenched because we need some money. Well, yeah, we all need some money. But when you're walking around clenched like that, people know, people can tell, oh, you're just here to take. What are you trying to give? What are you contributing? Hey, Natalie. Hey, Carmen. What are you contributing? So as you're building a team, make sure that everything that you need on your team, that you're that person as well. See, we want people on our teams who can give to us and pour into us and do all these amazing things for us, but we don't do it for other people. We don't serve other people. We're not willing to say, oh, today I'm just Tanya serving Michelle today. I'm not in the Dr. Lowe capacity. I'm not in the Riot Starter capacity. I'm just here to serve Michelle today. That is so powerful. That is so powerful. So when we change our mindset, y'all know I was coming back to it. We have to change our mindset if we want to create this abundance in our businesses, in our careers. We've got to think about what do I have to offer? What do I have to offer? Why would somebody want to connect with me? What can I give them in return? How can I support them? How can I support them? How can I help them get to where they need to go? You know, I can't think of the thought leader that said it, but he says, hey, Dr. Dre, he said, if you help a few people get what they need, get to where they go, then eventually you'll get to where you want to go. Guys, when I first heard that, I didn't understand it. I really didn't understand it, but I so understand it now. I so understand that there are people, and the reason I didn't understand it is because I didn't know people who were serving in that capacity. Yeah, I knew people that they had my back. I could trust that they would have my back. But to go to the level that I wanted to go, everybody was they were on the same level I was on. They were trying to learn. And so they couldn't support me the way I needed to be supported. So I go back to who's on your team, who do you need to get on your team, who do you need to meet that's 5, 10, 15 paces ahead of you so that you can learn from them. Don't be so starstruck. Get out there and learn. Get your notebook out. You know, one of my strategic thinking partners, every time I talk to him, I'm like, wait a minute, let me get a Tylenol in my notebook because I know that you're going to stretch me, which means I'm going to have a headache, but I'm going to write down so many things because you're pouring into me. We pour into each other. What do you contribute? So think about that as you're building your team, as you're growing your team, as you're thinking about your vision. But some of you can't think that far. You think, oh, I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for that. The reason you may not be ready for it is because you don't have the clarity. Two things. You haven't got clear around who you are and what you want to do, really. And you don't have the mindset. Because see, you're still talking about, I don't have the money and nobody's going to help me. And you're putting all this negative energy around what you think you want to do. And the reality is you don't even know what you want to do. You just know, oh, I want people to know my name and I want to make some money. Guess what? If it were only that easy. If it were only that easy, guys. So, there are a lot of messages in this message today. I couldn't wait to jump on to talk to you, to tell you about the symposium and to share some of these things that were on my heart that really, really stood out from the symposium and just really stood out. The things that really made the symposium great. And I go back to team. I go back to all the things that I learned, all of the things that I invested in when I decided to invest in myself. And taking those things and breaking them and making them clay and then putting them back together with that support behind me. Oh, when I tell you it was so powerful. I had the confidence to do things in this symposium that I hadn't had before. Because I didn't have to be in multiple places at multiple times. I didn't have to split my brain because I couldn't trust what this person was doing or what that person was doing. Everybody came. Everybody rose up. So my question to you, my final question to you is, what momentum will you take to run with? Yeah, symposium's over. And guess what? There's going to be some amazing things coming after symposium. So if you're not on our mailing list, you need to get on the mailing list. Yeah, Donald Trump's president. Okay. Yeah, the Falcons lost. All right. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Where are you going? Where are you going to find your momentum and run with it? And run with it. Because guess what? In life, in business, in your career, things are going to happen. Things are going to happen. You're going to have losses. I told my loss story. Things are going to happen. But what are you going to find to grab a hold to some momentum to pick back up and run? Kind of like a kite. Have you ever flown a kite? Hey, Jennifer, thanks for joining. Have you ever flown a kite? And when you're trying to get that kite up high in the air and you're running with it and you're running with it and finally it's way, way up in the clouds, that's the momentum that you need to move to your next level. And I promise you, your next level may be different from my next level. Your next level may be different from any of the people that were on the panel, any of the people that were in that room. You see, we talked about the theme for the event was the Thought Leaders Takeover. Well, not just the thought leaders on the dais, but everybody in that room can be a thought leader. Everyone in that room is a thought leader. There were some amazing people in that room. You just got to tap into your genius, do the work, not be lazy, not be held back by fear, and get a strong team. You don't develop a team overnight, and I'll tell you that. You do not develop a team overnight. It takes time. But what I know now about a strong team is making sure that we are in alignment with our values. We're in alignment with integrity. Oh my God, there's so many people that provide amazing content, but they are not integral. So we got to be in alignment with our values, with our integrity, with how we serve, with what we believe as far as abundance, because there are people, again, who have amazing content, but they don't want to serve you. They want to get you out of the way. So evaluate your team. Evaluate your values. Evaluate what's important to you. Evaluate, am I spending time in the wrong place? I talked to someone yesterday who attended the symposium, and she said, one of the things that I learned from the symposium is I'm spending too much time in the wrong place. And I said, well, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Hey, Camille, thanks for joining. So if you're spending time in the wrong place, guess what? You're probably not going to meet your next partner, your next JV partner, your next team member, your next support system. If you're spending time in the wrong place, you're not going to get what you need. When we talk about being in a room with like-minded people, you need to be in the room with like-minded people. You need to be in a room with people who are fighting to get it done. Guys, this new hair is like getting on my nerves. These bangs. You got to be in the room with people who are fighting to get it done. They're fighting to get it done. You want some of that fight. You want some of that momentum. That's the only thing that the only thing that's going to matter to get you where you need to go. Okay? So, I encourage you to go to Riot Starter Nation, get on our mailing list, and the link is right above, because we've got some amazing things that are going to be coming up over the next couple of weeks, and you're not going to want to miss them. We've got the retreat coming up. We offered 2 amazing programs, and I'll be sending some information out about that. A webinar we're going to do to invite you to be a part of our program starting in a couple of weeks. So come. Let us help you get to your next level. Let us help you get to your next level. Oh, and I want to say this too, because somebody needs to hear this. I was talking with one of another participant, and when we sign up to participate in different things, well, I'm in this program, and this is all I'm going to need. One program, one coach, one mentor, one consultant will not take you as far as you need to go. It won't. I'm probably on my 8th or 10th now, and some of them I use simultaneously. See, that's why it's so important to get clarity around where you want to go. And sometimes there's some programs that are designed just to give us what we need for that little piece. And then we wonder why we're stuck, because we've been in that place, in that community too long. It's time to get into a new community. And so think about that. Think about, oh, wow, if I've been in this program for 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 90 days, and it's not getting me where I need to go, then maybe you need to look at what other things you need, and what other communities you need to be a part of. Take what you need and use it. Take what you need and use it for that time. Grow, develop, and execute. Grow, develop, and execute. Okay? So I wanted to just share that, because I know there are a couple of people that were at the event that said, oh, well, I'm in this program and in that program. I'm like, well, how's it working for you? What are you doing? What are you learning? What are you doing? What are you creating? The things that I've learned in the last 3 years, and I've been in business 10 years, if I learned them 5 years ago, woo! I want people to move sooner, quicker, faster, and not go through the pitfalls that I went through around team, around business development, around understanding what I don't know and moving past that and not allowing it to be a block. So there you go. That's it. Hey, Joe Davis, thank you. Thanks for joining. Hey, Terry Copeland, thanks for joining. So guys, share this video. Go back and listen to the replay. Get on our list. Get into momentum. Find your momentum, because I promise you, in 90 more days, we'll be halfway through the year, and there's no time for excuses. Playtime's over. Excuses are over. Complaining is over. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? So I got stuff to do, so I gotta go. Have an amazing day. Keep your eye out for some amazing things that are gonna be coming up. So yes, we're coming out of Symposium, and we're getting ready to go right into some other really cool opportunities. And so I hope that you take part in it. So bye. See you next time.